I'm glad you're here, because if you're a guy who's fed up with the endless cycle of chasing women, constantly being the one who cares more, texts first, or tries harder, then this video is tailored just for you. Today, we're going to completely shift your perspective on dating. The truth is, you've been misled for far too long. You've been told that the secret to attracting women lies in chasing them, impressing them, and winning them over with grand gestures. Look, I'm here to tell you that this approach is fundamentally flawed. Let's get straight to the point. Women are not attracted to men who chase them. Sure, they might entertain you for a while, but deep down, they won't respect you, and they certainly won't fall for you. Women are biologically wired to be drawn to men who have options, men who aren't desperate for their attention, men who don't go out of their way to seek their approval. The moment you start chasing, you've already lost the game. But what if I told you there's a way to flip the script? What if, instead of you doing all the chasing, women could actually be the ones pursuing you? With just a few shifts in your mindset and behavior, you can transform into the kind of man that women find irresistible, the kind of man they can't stop thinking about. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about genuinely becoming a high-value man, a man so secure in himself that women naturally gravitate toward him. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what steps to take to make any woman want to chase you. And trust me, it's all rooted in Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that's incredibly relevant today. So, let's dive right in. Before we jump into the 10 secrets, let's talk about the crucial mindset shift you need to embrace. We live in a world where men receive a lot of misguided advice about dating. You've probably heard that you should be excessively nice, shower her with compliments, buy her gifts, and text her good morning and good night every single day. Here's the harsh reality: none of that stuff works. Why? Because women don't want to feel smothered. They want to be intrigued. Here's the deal: women are hardwired to seek out men who are strong, confident, and independent. Men who are in control of their emotions and their lives. When you chase after her, when you inundate her with attention, you're essentially signaling that you have nothing better to do than focus solely on her. And guess what? That's one of the biggest turnoffs there is. Women want to be with men who are focused on their purpose, not those who are endlessly seeking validation from them. I'm here to guide you on how to stop chasing and instead become the man she chases. I'm talking about real, practical advice that you can implement starting today. This isn't about playing hard to get or adopting some fake alpha male persona. It's about genuinely evolving into a man who doesn't need to chase because he's already in control of his own life. So let's kick things off with the first secret to making any woman chase you. Secret 1. Master your emotions. The first secret is both simple and powerful: master your emotions. While this may sound like common sense, it's where many men stumble. In our fast-paced world, emotional reactions are the norm. If she doesn't respond to your text within a couple of hours, anxiety starts creeping in. You'll think every little thing she does, wondering what you did wrong, and before you know it, you're spiraling emotionally. Now here's the brutal truth: women are repelled by men who can't control their emotions. Why? Because an emotionally reactive man is unpredictable, and unpredictability breeds insecurity. Women crave safety. They want to know that no matter what happens, you can remain calm and grounded. This doesn't mean you should be cold or indifferent. It means you need to cultivate emotional stability. When you're calm, composed, and emotionally stable, you demonstrate that you're in control of yourself and your life. Here's a tip. Whenever you feel yourself getting emotional, whether it's anger, frustration, or anxiety, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, will this matter a week from now? Most of the time, the answer is no. Train yourself to respond rather than react. A man who can keep his emotions in check is someone who commands respect, and respect is the foundation of attraction. You've probably heard the saying, calm is contagious. Women will unconsciously test your emotional stability. If you can remain cool, confident, and unaffected by minor hiccups, she'll start to chase you because you're showcasing something most men lack: self-control. Secret 2, stay true to your values. The second secret is to stay true to your values no matter what. Here's the reality: the moment you start compromising your principles to please a woman, you lose her respect. Without respect, there's no attraction. Women are instinctively drawn to men who stand for something, who possess a clear code of conduct. It's not about being inflexible, it's about having a strong sense of self and knowing what you believe in. Too many men abandon their passions, goals, and ambitions just to keep a woman around. They skip the gym to spend more time with her or put their careers on hold, thinking that sacrificing their dreams will make her happy. But here's the stark truth: a man without purpose is a man without power. Women don't chase men who bend over backward to please them. They pursue men dedicated to their growth and driven to live their best lives, whether she's a part of it or not. When you give up what makes you unique, you become less attractive. Women respect men who have their own lives, interests, and goals. If you compromise your beliefs or passions to keep her happy, she won't see you as a leader. She'll view you as someone easily swayed. And let's face it, women do not respect men who can be easily influenced. Take a moment to write down your top 5 values, those non-negotiable aspects of your life. These might include your career, health, integrity, or personal growth. Let these values guide your decisions. When a woman sees that you're committed to your principles, her respect for you will grow, and respect fuels attraction. Women are naturally drawn to men who are consistent, who know what they stand for, and who aren't afraid to live by their convictions. Remember, women don't want to be your entire world. They want to be part of it. When you live by your values, you show her that you have something greater to strive for, and that is incredibly powerful. Women don't fall for men who are easy to control. They fall for those who are in charge of their own lives. So, stop changing who you are to meet her expectations. Stand firm in your beliefs, and when you do, she'll chase you. Not because you're trying to impress her, but because you've become the man she respects and desires. Secret 3, stop chasing validation. This brings us to the third secret: stop chasing validation. This is where many men go astray. I understand the temptation. You want to know if she likes you. You want to see that heart emoji on your Instagram post, and you want her to text you back immediately. But here's the harsh truth: the more you seek her validation, the more you push her away. Women can detect neediness from a mile away, and nothing kills attraction faster than a man who desperately seeks her approval. You should never rely on her for your self-worth. Seeking validation is a sign of insecurity, and insecurity is a massive turnoff. Women are attracted to men who don't need them. They favor those who are secure in themselves. If you're constantly checking your phone, waiting for her response, or fishing for compliments, you're giving away your power. And when you relinquish your power, she's not going to chase you. She's going to run. Here's the deal: validation from her doesn't define your value. Shift your focus from seeking her approval to recognizing your worth. Ask yourself, what do I value in myself? What am I good at? What can I improve on? And you stop looking for her validation and start owning your self-worth, she'll notice that shift in energy. That's when the dynamic changes. She begins to seek your validation instead. It's about flipping the power dynamic. When you no longer need her approval, you regain your power and become the man in control of your destiny. Think about the guys you've seen who seem to attract women effortlessly. They're not chasing validation. They know they have value, with or without her. She'll chase you because you're no longer the guy desperately seeking her approval. You're the guy who knows he's worth it. Secret 4, trust in your abilities. The fourth secret is straightforward yet powerful: trust in your abilities. Too many men walk around doubting themselves, second-guessing their worth, and feeling insecure. This lack of self-belief seeps into every interaction with women. If you don't trust yourself, she won't trust you either. Confidence is contagious. When you enter a room believing you are enough, people, including women, will start to believe it too. Confidence isn't about being cocky or arrogant. It's about recognizing your value and understanding that you bring something unique to the table. Whether you're a CEO, an artist, a teacher, or still figuring out your path, confidence comes from acknowledging that you are worthy, regardless of your status or situation. Women are drawn to certainty, not insecurity. They want a man who knows what he can do, a man who believes in himself even when things aren't going perfectly. Here's the reality: when you doubt yourself, it shows. It reflects in your body language, how you speak, and how you carry yourself. When she picks up on that insecurity, it's a massive turnoff. Women are naturally attracted to men who walk with purpose, speak with confidence, and present themselves as if they know they have something valuable to offer. This isn't about pretending or faking it, it's about genuinely recognizing your worth. You need to understand that confidence is magnetic. When you trust yourself, everything changes. You stop worrying about whether she likes you and start focusing on whether you like her. This mindset shift flips the script. It's no longer about you proving yourself to her. It's about her proving that she's worth your time and energy. Start by focusing on your wins. Every time you achieve something, big or small, acknowledge it. Stop downplaying your accomplishments and celebrate them instead. This could be anything from hitting a fitness goal, landing a new job, mastering a skill, or simply showing up for yourself when times are tough. The more you recognize what you've accomplished, the more your confidence will grow. As your confidence increases, so does your attractiveness. Trust me, when you believe in your abilities, people notice. Women will feel that energy. They'll sense that you're not looking for their approval because you already know your worth. That's exactly when they'll start chasing you. Secret 5. Your choices carry weight. The fifth secret revolves around decisiveness. Your choices carry weight. Here's the truth: women are tired of indecisive men. If you constantly say, "I don't care, whatever you want," you're killing her attraction. Women are drawn to men who can make decisions confidently. It demonstrates leadership, strength, and an ability to take charge. Indecision is weakness, and weakness is a turnoff. Every time you make a decision, you signal to her that you're capable of handling life. Women want a man who can navigate challenges. It doesn't matter if you make the wrong decision. What matters is that you make a choice. Women don't expect you to be perfect, but they do want you to be decisive. This applies to both major decisions like moving in together and small ones, such as where to eat or which movie to watch. Making choices shows her that you can lead, and leadership is incredibly attractive. It signals that you can take responsibility for both your life and hers when necessary. Here's a practical tip. If she asks you what you want to do, don't shrug and say, "I don't know." Make a decision. Whether it's choosing a restaurant or deciding on a vacation spot, be confident in your choice. Even if she doesn't agree with your decision, she'll respect you for making one. That respect fuels attraction. She doesn't want the burden of making all the decisions. That's your role. Remember, women don't chase men who are passive. They chase men who lead with confidence, who know what they want, and who aren't afraid to make choices. So stop hesitating, stop second-guessing yourself, and start making decisions with purpose. Even if you make a mistake, being decisive is far better than being passive. A man who takes action and makes choices, even if they're not always perfect, shows that he's confident enough to handle the consequences. And that's what makes her want to follow your lead. Secret 6, ask for favors. This next secret might sound counterintuitive, but it works. Ask for small favors. This principle is based on something known as the Benjamin Franklin effect, which suggests that people tend to feel more connected to those they've done a favor for. When you ask a woman for a small favor, like recommending a book or helping you pick out something, you subtly encourage her to invest in you. Now, this isn't about manipulation, it's about creating a bond that goes deeper than mere attraction. When someone invests their time, effort, or thoughts into you, they begin to feel closer to you. Yes, this absolutely works with women. By asking her for small, thoughtful favors, you're planting the seeds of connection without needing to exert much effort yourself. However, it's crucial that the favor is small and genuine. Don't ask her to help you move apartments or do something that feels burdensome. Instead, request something that makes her feel valued and taps into her interests or expertise. For instance, if she loves books, ask for a book recommendation. Or if she's into fashion, ask for her opinion on which shirt looks better. These types of favors are easy for her to fulfill and make her feel useful and appreciated. The key here is to show that you trust her opinion without coming across as needy. You're giving her a chance to contribute to your life, which creates a subtle yet powerful bond. But here's the twist. Asking for favors also sends a subconscious message that you're confident enough to ask for help without worrying about how it makes you look. Too many men think that asking for a favor makes them appear weak or needy, but in reality, it shows that you're secure in yourself. You're not afraid to let someone contribute to your life. Women find this quality attractive because it signals emotional maturity. Next time you're with her, consider asking for something small. Maybe inquire about a restaurant recommendation or seek her input on a gift for someone. Keep it light and simple. Don't overdo it. These little favors may seem insignificant, but they build a bridge between you two that strengthens over time. It's the small, consistent actions that create the biggest impact. Just ensure that the favor is authentic, something that sparks conversation rather than feeling like a chore. When she does a favor for you, she feels invested in you, and that investment leads to a deeper connection without you having to chase her or try too hard. It's a subtle but effective way to build rapport and make her feel more involved in your life. Secret 7, deep conversations. Let's talk about the importance of deep conversations. Forget small talk. If you want her to chase you, engage in meaningful discussions. Women crave connection. They want to feel understood and able to open up to you without fear of judgment. When you have deep conversations discussing your dreams, fears, and goals, create a bond transcends physical attraction. It's not just about surface-level details, it's about getting to the core of who each of you is. These kinds of conversations make her feel seen and heard, and that's incredibly powerful. Most men stick to light, safe topics like work or hobbies, but that won't create a lasting connection. You need to go deeper. Talk about personal challenges, values, and experiences. Opening up about vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. It shows that you're confident enough to be open, and that confidence is magnetic. Steer the conversation toward meaningful subjects. Ask her what drives her, what her biggest challenges are, or what she's passionate about. When she responds, don't just listen, truly engage. Share your thoughts, your experiences, and your perspectives. Let her see that you're interested in her not just because she's attractive, but because of what she brings to the table intellectually and emotionally. Remember, deep conversations aren't about trying and impress her with knowledge or experiences. They're about creating a space where both of you can open up and connect on a real level. When you do this, you lay the foundation for something more than just a fling. You're establishing a lasting bond that will make her want to chase you. They either avoid expressing what they really mean or they dominate the conversation, which fails miserably. Women are drawn to men who can communicate clearly, confidently, and respectfully. It's not about saying more or being louder. It's about being honest, direct, and intentional. Here's the reality. If you can't express your thoughts, feelings, and intentions effectively, you're doomed to fail in relationships. Women don't want to guess what you're thinking or feeling. They don't appreciate vague comments or overly dramatic speeches meant to impress them. What they truly respect is clarity, knowing where you stand, what you're about, and that you can handle a real conversation without turning it into an argument or awkward silence. When talking to her, be direct, but don't come off as robotic. If you want something, state it calmly and composedly. If you feel a certain way, express it without hesitation. Avoid beating around the bush or manipulating the conversation to elicit specific reactions. And for goodness sake, don't shy away from tough topics. She'll respect you far more for facing difficult conversations head-on than for avoiding them altogether. By communicating effectively, you demonstrate emotional maturity and confidence, qualities that will make her chase you. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Show her that you're listening, engaged, and genuinely interested in her thoughts. Women desire a man who listens and responds thoughtfully, not someone who's merely waiting for his turn to speak. Secret 9, maintain a sense of mystery. Here's where many men go wrong. They reveal too much about themselves too soon. Women are inherently curious. They want to feel there's more to discover about you. If you lay everything out on me during the first few dates, you kill that curiosity. Curiosity drives attraction, and without it, there's no chase. Women want to feel they're uncovering new layers of you over time. Many men mistakenly believe that being an open book fosters closeness, but the truth is that if you yourself too easy to figure out, she'll lose interest quickly. Women love mystery. They enjoy a challenge. The moment you start holding back a little, leaving parts of yourself unexplained, you become intriguing. An intriguing man is always chased. The more you reveal gradually, the more she'll invest in wanting to know you deeper. However, this doesn't mean you should play games or be secretive. Just don't overshare too soon. Share enough to keep her interested, but refrain from spilling all the details of your life in one go. If she asks about your past or future plans, give her a taste, but hold back the full story. Let her imagination do some of the work. A little mystery goes a long way. When she's left wondering about you, she'll want to spend more time with you to fill in the gaps. That's the power of mystery. By pacing how much you share, you build anticipation and excitement. When you're mysterious, you keep her on her toes, and that curiosity will make her chase you. It's essential to strike a balance, be open and honest, but also maintain an air of intrigue. This approach not only keeps her engaged, but also allows you to present different aspects of your personality over time, making each revelation feel special. Secret 10, patience is power. The final secret is perhaps the most powerful of all. Patience is power. In our fast-paced world, everyone wants everything immediately, instant responses, quick results, emotional satisfaction on demand. But when it comes to relationships, the truth is that good things take time. If you're constantly rushing to lock her down, texting her too often, or pushing for the next step, you're not giving her the space she needs to want you. Instead of drawing her closer, you might end up pushing her away. Women are naturally drawn to men who exhibit patience. Why? Because patience signals confidence. It shows you're not desperate, that you're not in a hurry, and that you trust the process. A man who's patient doesn't need to force things. He understands that attraction and connection take time to develop. When you display patience, you demonstrate control over your impulses, and that kind of self-mastery is incredibly attractive to women. Here's the reality: women dislike feeling pressured. The more you push for something, whether it's a commitment, more time together, or even just a reply to texts, the less inclined she'll be to give it to you. Women need space to develop feelings. They require time to wonder about you, to miss you, and to let their attraction grow. When you're patient, you provide her the room to do just that. Next time you feel like rushing into something, slow down. Whether it's responding to her text right away, planning the next date, or trying to define the relationship, take a step back. Allow her to come to you. Patience isn't about playing hard get, it's about having the confidence to let things unfold naturally. When you show her that you're willing to let things develop at their own pace, you convey that you're confident, secure, and in control of your emotions. Patience illustrates that you value quality over speed. It tells her that you're not in a rush because you know anything worth having takes time. And guess what? Women respect that. They respect a man who isn't trying to lock them down too quickly. They admire a man who knows how to wait for the right moment. Patience is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools in your arsenal. When you master it, you'll find that women will naturally gravitate toward you because you're not emitting that needy, desperate energy that so many men do. Patience is power. It's the quiet confidence of knowing that everything will fall into place without you needing to force it. When you practice patience, you allow things to evolve, and that evolution fosters genuine, lasting attraction. Conclusion: embrace the journey. These 10 secrets aren't just tips or quick fixes, they're life-changing principles that extend far beyond merely making women chase you. This journey is about becoming the best version of yourself. When you learn to master your emotions, live by your values, stop chasing validation, and trust in your you're not just enhancing your relationships, you're improving every aspect of your life. Women are naturally attracted to men who possess purpose, confidence, and strength. When you embody these qualities, you won't have to chase anyone, they will chase you. Think about it. By implementing these 10 secrets, you'll not only attract women but also command respect from everyone around you. People will notice the shift in your energy. You'll walk into and no longer be the guy who's overlooked or taken for granted. You'll be the man in control of his life who refuses to settle for anything less than he deserves and who makes others want to be around him. This transformation isn't easy. It demands effort, dedication, and a commitment to personal growth. If you're looking for shortcuts, this isn't for you. But you serious about becoming the kind of man women can help but chase? Then these secrets serve as your roadmap. These principles are timeless, rooted in Stoic philosophy, and proven by countless successful men throughout history. This is your chance to take control of your life and relationships. Are you ready to put in the work? If you're prepared to elevate your life, tired of feeling overlooked, fed up with chasing women, and craving the respect you deserve, now is the time to act. Hit that subscribe button. Join this community of men on the to greatness and start transforming your life today. Don't just sit back and think about it. Take action right now. Every day you hesitate is a day you let opportunities slip through your fingers. And don't stop at subscribing. Hit that notification bell so never miss a single video could unlock your full potential. We're here to support you every step of the way, but you must take first step. Your journey starts here. You've played small for too long, but now it's time to step into your power. Embrace these Stoic principles and watch as the world, including women, begins to chase you. Thanks for watching.